welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name's Steve and today I'm going to do a walk around video presentation for you of this absolutely awesome 2015 Mitsubishi Outlander Exceed. As you can see from the front of the car, really nicely styled here in the Starlight White. We've got our really nice headlights here. We do have headlamp protectors and a clear bonnet protector there. And you'll see in the bottom of the headlight, it is hard to see after it's been wet. We've got our daytime running lights down there. We have our fog lamps at the bottom. We've even got our little washer jets for our headlights. Now coming across, we've got black slimline number plates here on this car as well. So really nicely styled, makes a little bit of a difference to the white. And then coming around, as I look at the bonnet, really good condition across the top. I have got a stone chip here that I've seen, but overall really good condition. Another little stone chip just there on the guard, the only mark on that guard. Coming down, looking at our fantastic 18-inch alloy wheels here, really good condition. And the previous owner has even gone to the extent of looking after these wheels. They've got lock nut. Now that you don't see every day on an Outlander. Fantastic tread tyres on there too, which is really good. And coming up from there, looking at our colour-coded mirror here, we've got the indicator integrated into there. A bit of a tongue twister at the today. And then looking at the side, you can see we've got our chrome door handles with our keyless entry on this car, and the condition of the paintwork along the side here, really good. It does look like we might have tinted windows on the car too, as well as having our privacy glass there, which is really good. And coming up from there, looking at the top, you'll see we've got our sunroof. And not only with our sunroof, we've got our roof rails and we've got genuine Mitsubishi cross rails there too, which are really nicely styled on the vehicle. Really good, genuine accessory there. And then looking at our rear alloy wheel here, once again, fantastic condition. And looking at the rear tyres, really good tread there. Now coming around to the back of the vehicle here, you can see the Outlander has really nicely styled LED tail lights there. We've got our high mount stop lamp with the wiper there. We've got our DID badging. As you can see, it is a 2.2 litre diesel. We also have colour-coded reverse sensors there, and they've gone to the extent of putting that rear bumper protection strip on there, which is a really nice added feature on there, as well as having our reverse light down on the left hand side, and we also have our fog lamp down on the right hand side. Excuse me. Now having a look at the back of the car, popping it open here, you will notice we've got our 7 seats. We do have an electric tailgate which can be turned on and off, but our 7 seats here, really good condition in the back here, and they are a 50-50 split, so you can have one side folded down, and if you need the extra room, you can put the seatbelt up to the side there, clip it in just like that, and it's out of the way, so your luggage is really easy to put in and out too. Looking underneath here, we've got a little bit of storage room underneath with our cargo blind, which is tucked away nicely under the floor, or we can take it out and put it into the allotted slots for it. We've got our child anchor points in the back of the seats as well, so that's really good there. And someone's even had a child seat on the right hand side there, I would guess, by the way the seats headrest is put in backwards. So we'll see if this, so it's not turned on, so that'll beep like that, and you can turn it on, and I'll show you the switch where you turn that on inside the car when we get to there. Now as we come around to the passenger side, the car so far presents in almost brand new condition. Having a look once again at the alloy wheel on the rear left hand side, really good condition. Got great tyres on the back of the car. And looking at the paintwork on this side of the car, we do have a minor mark there and another one just on the door here. But overall, looking at the vehicle, really good condition as we're coming down. Once again, having a look at our left hand mirror, very good. No marks or anything on the side there. And then back to the front alloy wheel here, really good condition alloy wheel, a little bit of grease left over just there, but then we've got our fantastic tyres on the front. Now as we come back around to the front of the vehicle, I'm going to go through this engine statistics for you. As I pop open the bonnet, we do have our 4-cylinder 2.2 litre turbo diesel MyVec engine, which is really good. So lifting up and just popping up our bonnet there. Now the good thing with the Outlanders, you'll see we've got plenty of room in the front here, lots of room at the back too. Now our 2.2 litre diesel is going to give us 110 kilowatts of power and 360 newton meters of torque. All this is coupled with our 6-speed 4x4 automatic that's going to give us an average of 6.2 litres per 100 kilometres. So out of our 60 litre tank, on average, we're going to get 968 kilometres of driving, which is awesome. Alright, now to the inside of our fantastic Outlander here. Now, this will take a little bit to go through because these are so feature packed. But starting on the driver's side here, we've got all our window switches, our door lock button and our mirror controls. Now the good thing with our mirror controls is you can fold them in too if you need to bring it in to a tight garage. Otherwise, when you lock the car, you can have them fold in too so nobody knocks them off. Having a look, we've got our nice wood grain styled finish through the doors on the car as well as on the dash there, which is really nicely styled, a little bit of an extra in the Exceed. Turning my steering wheel to the right here, you'll see down the bottom we've got our forward collision mitigation button, so we can change the distance of where that operates. We've got our reverse sensors sonar, and we also have our electric tailgate button here. Now, as I mentioned before, you can turn the electric tailgate on and off. Now, that's under the center console here. You can see it's got the active or off. Once it's active, if I push and hold that, you'll hear it beeps and the lights flash, and then the tailgate does lift up on its own, as you can see. And you can also do that off the key remote, and then you can push the button. So the good thing with the controller like this is if you're going to pick up the kids from school, you don't have to get out the car to open the tailgate for them and make sure they put all their school bags in the back of the vehicle. You can also close it from the back, and it does close and lock properly on its own. Now, while the steering wheel is to the right, coming up from there we've got our traction stability control button. We have our menu button here. We have our auto headlights, and as I mentioned earlier, we have our fog lamps for the front of the vehicle and also for the back of the vehicle. So if you're driving in real foggy conditions, you can turn that one rear fog lamp on, which is like a brake light down low, so people behind you will see you a lot sooner. On the left hand side, we've got our wiper controls for the front and for the rear on the end, but our front wipers are auto, so one click to where they're sitting now, they're in auto mode, which is where the sensor up the top here takes care of everything for you. Now, having a look at our steering wheel here, really nicely styled. We've got the piano black finish in the bottom here. On the right hand side, we do have our cruise control settings, and you will notice this button down here because we do have adaptive cruise control in this vehicle, so we can set our distance between 30, 40 and 50 meters behind another car, and it's automatically going to keep us there until you move out if you've got the speed set for faster than them. We also have the paddle shifters on the back here. Now that's really good if you are towing. If you put a tow bar on this car, you can do that. Or if you're going up the mountain and you're coming down steep hills, you can change down a gear and just help reduce the wear on your brakes as you're going down the hill. Coming across to our main command unit here, having a look, we've got our radio setting at the moment. It's all touchscreen, so nice and easy to change through there. And then while we're looking at the screen, popping it into reverse, you do have a nice clear reverse camera with our lines there guiding us back roughly a metre behind the car and 300 mil behind the car at the red line, just as a rough estimate. We also have on the right hand side, we've got our map, so pushing there and you can bring it up so it's got the radio come up as well, and you've got your sat nav there playing, so you can have it set up there too. And then you can go, if we go across to our mode button, it shows you here we've got FM AM radio, digital audio, our CD player, which is behind the screen. So if I go open, we can go monitor open, and then it pops open nice and easy. At the top there we've got our CD player, and then we also have a USB, an SD card slot, so we can put music on there too. And then we've got the SD card for our map menu, and then closing that. Coming down below there, we've got our hazard lights with our eco mode, which does help save us some fuel. And then we have our dual zone climate control, so really good being able to turn the passenger side down if they like it cooler than the driver, or vice versa. And then if you push auto, it'll always go back to the driver's side there for you. Now coming down below here, we've got our 12 volt charge point right beside our rear door switch there with just the plastic grommet. And this big hole here is for our key fob, so if we've got a flat battery in our key, we can stick it in there so the car will still register that the key is there and start for you. 2 cup holders with the storage tray in front of it. Our transmission here, which is nice and easy to use. We have our 4-wheel drive button, so we can go through our 3 modes, which is 4-wheel drive eco, 4-wheel drive auto and 4-wheel drive lock. And then in front of our centre console here, I'll just lift up for the cameraman, we do have our heated seats there, so low and high for both drivers' seats. And then looking at our centre console here, we have a nice little tray at the top, and you'll see another 12-volt charge point there and our USB port on the other side there with plenty of storage in front of them. You'll also notice the little slot divots there for your cords to come out if you need them out. And as we have a look around this car, absolutely fantastic condition inside the vehicle too. The seats well looked after, the dash, everything is really good condition in this vehicle as we look around so far. Now while the cameraman's doing that, just getting the service book for you and going through the service history for you. Really good service history. We've got our 15,000 kilometre service done, and then we've done an intermediate service, which sometimes our mechanics are not always on the ball when they stamp books. They've done the intermediate service here at 39,000 kilometres, but they've actually stamped the wrong spot. It should have been here. They've, as you can see on this side, the 30,000 kilometre service has been done. So full service history on this vehicle, and you're not going to have to worry about servicing the car for at least the next 10,000 k's or 6 months. Alright, so that's our walk around video for you today of this fantastic Outlander Exceed in a diesel. As you can see, great safety features, having that forward collision mitigation and adaptive cruise control. Awesome fuel economy with good service history, and a really good family vehicle being a 7-seater. So if you have any more questions about this car, please give us a call here at Berwick Mitsubishi on 9907 0555. And thanks for watching.